Hello, welcome back to Black Gun. Today we have a pretty interesting pistol we're going to go over. It is the H&K or Heckler & Koch P8A1, which is the standard pistol that is used in the German military or Bundeswehr. So I figured what we could do is start this with an unboxing. It comes in a really nice package. It'll be the outside is a sleeve. You get the pictures of all the H&K USP variants. Tell you about their limited lifetime warranty on the side. So we'll take the sleeve off and we'll get into a nice H&K box where we can see their H&K badge. And we will open this up, and it has a nice little cloth package. You'll have your obligatory H&K sticker so you could litter up your toolbox or whatever. And we will get into opening. So what we have on the inside, you'll get your standard USP series operator's manual, which basically the P8A1 is the military version. We'll get into, what makes the differences between the two here as soon as we go through this. You get an authentic certificate from H&K stating that you have the P8A1, which seems to be a pretty desirable collector's piece. And then when you pull that little slab over there, you get the pistol. And one magazine outside and one magazine that's inside the weapon. You get this little H&K moniker or badge that, goes onto that front rail, which is kind of nice. They've been working really hard at their advertisement lately. So we'll take the one magazine out, lock the weapon back, make sure she's safe, and let you take a look at it from this side. And then we will flip it around so you can take a look at it from this side. Okay, so let's go over some of the differences here real fast from the military version as opposed to the civilian version of the USP. What I have here in comparison is an H&K 45. It's not the USP, but it's set up like the USP. And we will use that. The first thing that you're going to notice are the magazines. If I take this magazine out, you'll see that the civilian USP magazines are black, opaque. The military versions are translucent and highly desirable. I will tell you that I tried to get some extras through the wholesalers and H&K. Nobody's selling them. So as far as I'm concerned, the only two that you're going to get easy are the ones that come with your P8A1 weapon. So that's the first difference. The other difference is going to be in the barrel. So you get your traditional, I believe
polygonal
it's button rifling that's through the original or the USP civilian variants. Well, the Bundeswehr wanted your traditional rifling cut through these barrels, hammer forged, cold hammer forged, shall I say. They wanted that for a particular reason. That's because this weapon will feed every type of ammunition. The other difference is going to be on the decocking lever. With the military version, the P8A1, fire is up high. You can't push it any higher. Safety, you're going to drop it like that. And then when you want to decock the weapon, you push through the safe. In order to fire it, you have to pull it back up again. Whereas the USP, safety's up high. And then when you drop it, fire, and then decocking it, you press down through the fire marker. So those are the three ultimate differences. There might be some internal finishing on the P8A1. The German military wanted a different type of finish on the inside on some of the components. But outside of that, it's not that much different than the USP 9mm. I think what makes this desirable is the fact that it is the military version and everybody wants the difficult item to get. I thought it was pretty interesting. I was happy to get a hold of one to do the show. And, we'll take a look and see, how it fires. So when we're finished here, we're gonna head out, well, not head out to the range, we're at the range, but we'll get it ready. As a side note, I will not be firing from the holster. I don't have a holster for this particular weapon, so we're gonna be firing from the low ready position and, move forward that way. So without much ado, let's get this thing loaded up and see what she could do. One of the unique differences between the USP and P8A1 Bundeswehr series is the magazine release. It doesn't have a traditional American push button style. It rather has a paddle, which in my opinion works a lot better because you don't have to cant the weapon in to hit the button if you have small hands. You can keep that weapon focused on your target or inside your work area. So I'm going to demonstrate how that works right now. You can do a release with your shooting finger and not your thumb while keeping that hand in a nice grip. Insert new magazine, rack back, and you're back in business pretty quickly. I don't think that the German military or Bundeswehr is going to go to a striker-fired pistol anytime soon. The double action, single action is really nice when it comes to safety because you can decock that hammer, carry it in that double action mode, which makes for a very long trigger pull where you're not going to have any type of accidental discharge in the holster or carried with any other type of combat equipment. It's a beautiful pistol. I like the way that the decocking system's set up, having it on fire on top and then safety and then into the decocking mode. That makes for having very few mistakes under stress. You can use your thumb to cock that up or position that up in the fire right away. I like the paddle magazine release. I know that that's probably a bone of contention for a lot of other people who appreciate the traditional American push button style. The one item that I do not like, and particularly for a combat weapon, is that it's not fully ambidextrous. The only thing that you get ambidextrous is the magazine release. Okay, you don't get the slide release, and you don't get the decocker on both sides. And that can make for some problems because you're going to have a volume of lefties, particularly in a military or a law enforcement situation. That's the only deficit. I definitely like the fact that they went back to the traditional rifling, so you can just use a litany of different types of ammo. With that said, guys, would I recommend this? Highly recommend it for the collection. What I would like H&K to do is, for the love of God, if you're going to sell us the P8A1 pistol, make these a little more available. We all like these translucent magazines, if for anything, just the way it looks. Well, guys, thank you for checking in. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any other information that we didn't cover on this pistol, please put it in the comment section. Myself and everyone else would probably be more than happy to get as much information on this weapon as we possibly can. All right, guys, take care now.